you own goats and you've got a buck, you may have noticed some strange behavior from them lately. That's because this is the time of the year when they're filled with baby-making hormones and nature just kind of takes over their brains.
This is Tungo, my Nigerian Dwarf buck. If you follow us on Facebook, you've probably seen some of his kids.
So Nigerian dwarf goats are unique because their breeding is all year long. The ladies can go into heat and get pregnant 12 months out of the year. A lot of other goat breeds only go into heat during breeding season. But just because the girls go into heat every 21 days, this doesn't make them immune to breeding season. So when the does are ready to make babies, it's called going into heat. When the bucks are getting ready to make babies, it's called rut. Now, before I go into all the signs of rut, I just want to talk about minerals really quick. Goat minerals are something that a lot of goat owners don't think about until they have problems, and it's as important for bucks as it is for does. Having the right amount of all the minerals they need is going to help the bucks maintain their weight, their body condition, their fertility during breeding season especially. You're gonna need a little bit more because they have more going out, right? So for example, calcium and phosphorus are going to help keep their bones healthy and can help prevent urinary calculi and kidney stones. Selenium supports sperm production and fertility in bucks. Zinc is going to help sperm production and fertility as well, but it still helps keep their skin and coat nice and healthy, and it helps them be able to heal from wounds, which wounds are more likely to happen during rut with bucks because they get a little more edgy and a little more rambunctious. There's a bunch of other minerals that goats need too, like copper, especially copper, magnesium, sodium, iodine, iron. This video isn't going to be all about minerals, and I can't really come in here and tell you how much you should be giving of each, because every goat and every situation is going to be different depending on their forage, the hay they've gotten, and how deficient and how long they've been deficient. The best practice is to just leave the minerals out free choice. The goats are going to consume what they need when they need it, and then you can just replenish each one as needed. If they're deficient in something, they're going to go through that a little bit faster because they need more to get up to a normal level, but they're going to eventually level out and start going through it a little bit slower. Because everyone is different, those mineral blocks that you can pick up at your feed store, they're going to be better than nothing, but they aren't the best because they're going to be getting all of the minerals at equal levels instead of just the stuff that they need when they need it. Little Avalon Farms has this really cool mineral buffet where they will send you out all the minerals that you need, and you can just separate them so your goats can eat what they need when they need it, and then you can just refill whatever is gone first. I'll put the link to that in the description box below, and if you use the coupon code ONLYGOATSFARM, one word, you're going to get 10% off your order. Okay, so buck in rut behavior. Bucks can vary in their attitude change during rut, but you're probably going to see some changes. Some are going to get more affectionate with their owners, some get aggressive, some become master escape artists. I'm not pointing at you, Tungo. I'm pointing at him. But there are some things that you're probably going to see in your buck during mating season, and that it usually starts like mid to late August. First of all, they're going to follow the girls everywhere. This is a pretty obvious one. They want their ladies' attention. They want to make babies, and they need their girls so that they can do it. 2, they're going to start making funny noises. They're going to be spitting, snorting, yelling, crying. 3, they're going to sneer their lips up in the air and flap their tongue. This, by the way, is how our buck got his name. He came to us as Tumnus, named after that character from Narnia. But as soon as he met our ladies through the fence, he got really, really excited and was like, ooh. I was like, ooh, look at his Tungo. He's like, from then on, his name became Tungo. 4, they're going to start rubbing their head on everything. They have scent glands behind their horns, and they need to mark their territory and spread their scent everywhere. This is to let the ladies know, like, hey, I'm here, come find me, I'll give you babies. 5, headbutting. Bucks may get more aggressive during rut. Even the sweetest boys can turn into unpredictable jerks. Do not ever turn your head on a buck, especially one in rut. I have before, and I got horns jammed into my butt. So they're not just going to headbutt people, though. They're going to headbutt trees, plants, their goat buddy. This one, he would headbutt the steer that we got until we moved our steer inside. I cannot keep him behind a wooden door at this time because he's going to headbutt it his way right through it, and it's just going to be a bunch of broken wooden pieces. I learned this the hard way. All right, so now we get to the gross parts. By the way, if you're enjoying this content, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification. We literally celebrate every new subscriber. I love making these videos, and I would love to see like where we can go with this channel. Okay, the stinky parts. If you think that bucks stink when they're not in rut, you need to smell them in rut. I can't put the smell through this video, but oh my goodness, they smell so good. There's a reason for this. Okay, so they want to smell really, really good for their ladies, so they can go on lots and lots of dates, right? But we're kind of like these prison guards, and we keep them behind these fences and these wooden doors, and they can't exactly get to the big goat perfume emporium and grab some fancy cologne, so they get a little bit crafty, and they make their own out of their pee. Bucks are going to pee all over their face and their legs. They're gonna go right up to does when they're peeing too and stick their noses right in it.
Take a look at Tungo. He's about to rub his face on me. If you take a look at Tungo, you can see this. He's normally snow white and, you know, just like yellow snow, right? You can see the yellow snow, but you can see all of that on his face, all of that on his legs. That is all pee. He is covered in pee, which he wants to rub his face all over me right now. So even if your nose was broken and you couldn't smell a thing, you would be able to see it. He is a big, icky, sticky mess. Right, buddy?
If you're looking to buy a buck for breeding, those pee stains and that stinky, musky smell, those are both really, really good signs that he's going to be able to sire kids. I'm not saying that means he's a good breeding buck from good lines, but he's probably going to be able to get your girls pregnant. If you're thinking about adding a buck to your homestead, you need to take rut into consideration. Your buck can be the sweetest, gentlest goat, and then when rut happens, they might temporarily change. And this temporary change, it could be for a few weeks, it could be for a few months, it could be the majority of the year. But because of this, it's especially important to get gentle goats, especially bucks. Because during breeding season, a really mean buck can turn into a really, really dangerous buck because they're surging with all of those hormones. So let me know in the comments, do you have a buck, and what is your buck like in and out of rut? What problems have you had? What solutions have you had to, you know, figure out with that? And if you don't have a buck, are you planning on getting one? If this video was helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned because I'm going to be talking to you about the doe side of this in a future video. And if you like this video, you're going to like this one over here. YouTube told me so, so I will see you over there next.